Hi, I am Wang Chen Wei, a composer of the SYF set piece Song of the Sisters Islands, 姐妹岛诵. If you didn't catch my name, look at the top right hand corner of your score. So today I'm going to talk about the background and interpretation of this piece. The Sisters Islands is a pair of islands south of Sentosa. According to legend, there were two sisters, Mina and Lina, who lived peacefully in a fishing village on an island which we now call Singapore. So one day Lina was abducted by pirates and Mina tried to swim after them, and in the end everybody drowned. So at the place where they drowned, two islands rose out of the water overnight, and the villagers called them the Sisters Islands to commemorate these kind and graceful sisters. So the pirates drowned too, but apparently they didn't get transformed into islands because they were too evil. Yeah. The idea of composing this piece came from two real-life sisters, Clara and Sophie Tan, who are zhongran players. So in 2005, their teacher, Miss Zhang Ronghui, asked whether I would be interested to compose a piece for them, and so I thought of the legend of the Sisters Islands. You know, there's sisters and there's Sisters Islands, so there is kind of a connection. Yeah. I decided to use this piece to participate in the first Singapore International Competition for Chinese Orchestral Composition in 2006. So I made an orchestral version first. I finished this piece in June 2006 when I was still in J2, and that was a few months before my prelims, so it was a bit dangerous for my studies, you know, so boys and girls, don't try this at home if you are still in J2. Yeah, and the competition day was the last day of my A levels, so I think it was physics S paper. Yeah, the time was still called S paper, and yeah, so after the last paper, I rushed over to SCH and I to watch the SEO play through my composition for the first time, and so here's some archive footage of the competition.
新加坡 Composer Competition Award 本地作曲家创作奖，王晨威参赛作品是 Composition The Sisters Islands。
So in 2007, I made a double zhongran concerto version, which the sisters Clara and Sophie finally played together with SEO. So that was 8 years ago when I was still young. Yeah, and last year SEO commissioned me to make an arrangement of this piece for SYF. So of course it had to be greatly simplified to be manageable for school orchestra, and I wanted to make it technically easy enough so that the orchestras can have some time to explore the musical expression rather than spend all the time crunching the notes. So but the conductor pointed out that my definition of playable is not the same as other people's definition of playable, so I hope that this SYF version is playable. This SYF version features the most prominent melody sections. That's why it's called Song of the Sisters Islands. So a song, melody, a lyrical melody. And song also alludes to the Chinese title 姐妹岛诵. So song and song, is sort of related. And the Chinese word 诵 means reciting, like reciting a story. And a lot of software got a professional version and student edition. So I changed the title slightly to indicate that this one is a student edition. So the full version is called 姐妹岛 and the light edition is called 姐妹岛诵. So the beginning until bar 39 describes the sea. The accompaniment patterns here goes up and down like waves, and the scale used here is the gamelan Palok scale. So and this section describes the tropical scenery of the waters around Singapore. At this point, I would like to show some photos of my visit to the Sisters Islands in September 2014. I finally set foot on the Big Sisters Island 9 years after composing the piece. This was a tour organized by NParks. The Sisters Islands are now being developed into a marine park, and it's a home to rare species of marine life and corals. So the first section of the piece describes nature, and perhaps the photos you have seen can give you some inspiration. At bar 40, the Dizi solo marks the entry of the sisters, and this section is in the style of a Malay dance called the Asli. You can find videos of this dance style on YouTube, and let's have a look at this one. Oh, sorry, this is a wrong video. It should be this one. As you can see from the video, the movements are all gentle, slow and graceful, like like this and like this. So the music should also have this kind of feel. At bar 85, we come to a faster dance called the Zapin, and here's a video of a Zapin dance. This is a more lively dance with Arabic influences, and it depicts the festive celebrations in the sisters' fishing village. And one of the instruments typical of this Zapin dance is called the oud in Arabic or gambus in Malay. And I used the zhongran to imitate a bit of this kind of flavor in the piece. So this Zapin dance leads to the finale at bar 117, which is taken from the grand ending from the original piece, representing the sisters' transformation into islands. So here there are two melodies occurring at the same time. The sisters' theme heard from the Asli dance section. And the C theme heard from the beginning. So the combination of these two themes is symbolic of the sisters becoming one with the sea. And the balance here is important, so both themes should be heard clearly. So that was a brief introduction about Song of the Sisters Islands, 姐妹岛诵. If you have any questions, you can send me an email. My email address is on the cover page of the conductor's score. Just please don't send me any spam, okay? If you want to listen to the original version over and over again, you can have a look at SCO's CD album, Charms of Nanyang. Yeah. So this was the first recording of the Sisters Islands on CD. There's also a video on YouTube of Kaohsiung City Chinese Orchestra's performance of 姐妹岛, and so you can just search on YouTube the Sisters Islands Wang Chen Wei, and you will find the video. Yeah. So that's all for now, and thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoy playing my piece.